Good morning, dear friends. A new topic, a new day. Today's topic I've chosen is a case study about a naturalization application. Somebody very well known to me. We've dealt with their cases a long time. Got the 3 years discretionary leave, and then we got another 3 years discretionary leave, got the indefinite leave as well. And the gentleman wanted to know whether or not he could apply for naturalization. Now, my answer to them, to him was because before the grant of the first 3 year discretionary leave, he did not have valid leave to remain for a short period of time. It would be difficult. But he said he wanted to try, so we made the application on his behalf, having provided all the information. And now the application has been refused, and I wanted to share with you that the reasons why it's been refused. Now, the requirements for the naturalization are that one of the requirements is that there has to be a good character of the person. And the way the Home Office are dealing with these matters, where you've not had legal status throughout the last 10 years. Now, this gentleman came, he had a particular visa, he overstayed that visa, claimed asylum was refused, and then had to be granted discretionary leave to remain for 3 years. This was before the 2012 July changes that came in. So he was granted 3 years discretionary leave, then he got another 3 years, and he applied for indefinite leave on the basis of those 6 years spent on discretionary leave. We all know that that is fine, no problem with that. Now, once he had spent another year after being granted indefinite leave, he wanted to apply for this naturalization. Now, the Home Office policy right now and the guidance given to the caseworkers is that there is a 10-year period that you need to look at. So, from the date of application, so for example, we're talking today is the 3rd of December. You go back 10 years. Now, 3rd of December 2009. Did this person have valid leave to remain in the UK? Did this person breach the immigration rules at any time during this entire 10-year period? If they did, then the application falls for a refusal. Of course, this also includes your criminal convictions. If you've been in a traffic violation of some sort, you've got points on your license that have been put on by the court. If anything like that happens, then your good character requirement fails. And if it fails, then there is no point making an application. Now, I always agree with people when they say that, oh, but there is a discretion. Of course, the Home Office have a discretion. The Secretary of State has a discretion for anything. Now, the way the discretion is going to be exercised is going to be dependent on the circumstances. And this particular set of circumstances, the Secretary of State said that there are no particular circumstances or no reasons why they should exercise their discretion in the person's favor, and the application for naturalization was refused. And they were told that if you wish to apply for naturalization, any application before 2021 is likely, or 22 is likely to be refused, because that is where in 2012 they were first granted the leave to remain, on the basis of which they complete their residence requirements. So just wanted to share this today because there are a lot of people who have have got indefinite leave to remain, have completed another year after that. But if you look at their last 10 years, they've not completed legal status for the last 10 years, and that might be a problem in this case. So just very briefly, before I move on to the Urdu version of this in a new video, I will just talk about the requirements for naturalization as well, because people seem to be confused about that. The simple fact is, the requirements for naturalization are, number one, that you have indefinite leave and that it's been more than a year since you've held indefinite leave. Secondly, you need to show that you have completed 5 years legally in the UK. Now, this is what the statute says, this is what the law says. But practically speaking, the Secretary of State has expanded that period from 5 years to 10 years. Because it's as simple as that. If you've been in breach of rules in the last 10 years, your application is going to be refused on the basis of the good character requirement. Which takes me to the good character requirement, which is simply that there are no criminal convictions against you, that there is nothing untoward against you, and that you have never been in breach, you've not worked in breach of any rules or anything like that, and on that basis you can continue. So finally, it's the residence requirements also require that there should not be any absences of more than a certain period of time. So it's 450 days in the last 5 years, and in the last 12 months, you should not have spent more than 3 months outside the UK. Now, as long as you meet all these requirements, you're okay. Of course, the English language requirement is there as well. You need to do the life in the UK test, and you should have passed an English test. But if you're applying on the basis of the DLR, having completed 6 years, you don't need to sit the life in the UK test, and you don't need to sit the English test. But any other category, usually you will need to have both these tests. So if you have got your indefinite leave a year ago and you had the life in the UK test done and you had provided the English at B1 level, then those two requirements will be met already. I hope that helps, and of course I will be here with another topic soon. Thank you very much for listening.